Hey guys, Callie Fab here. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Lorac Ocean Sunset palette. And I just got this recently. I did not buy all of them because I did purchase this myself. This one is the one that spoke to me the most just because of the colors. They had quite a few different colors than I'm used to using. The other ones were very similar colors that I have in my collection already. So I wanted to get this one because I wanted to go a little outside my comfort zone and try a few different colors that I'm not used to and see how it goes. So I was assuming that this was going to be similar to the Lorac Unzipped palette formulas, and yeah, so I will tell you a little bit about this. I'm going to give you some swatches on my hand, and then at the very end I'm going to insert a clip of me doing just like a quick tutorial, no talkovers or anything. I just show you what colors I use and the brush that I use to get this eye look that I have here today. And yeah, so I just want this to be a quick review video for you on these new palettes. I have not seen very many reviews on these at all, and you guys know I'm like a die-hard Lorac fan. I don't even know. Is that a thing? I don't know. Anyways, I do love the Lorac brand. I love the formula. I love all the colors that they have and all the products. They don't come out with new products super often, so I am excited when I find new ones like this. I purchased this one at Ulta, and I believe it was $42, $44, one of the two. And yeah, so let's get right into the review. Okay, so starting with the packaging on this, the colors are beautiful. I don't know if you guys can see, it's like an ombre, dark purple to a blue to a red to an orange. It's supposed to be obviously like a sunset type of ombre. And I believe they did the blue because it's the Ocean Sunset palette. For the front, like the way this opens, it's like got this, and see how this can like physically bend? Not my favorite packaging, to be completely honest. I'm glad that they were innovative and did something different and fun, and I think it looks really cool. But as far as this goes, I feel like I'm gonna rip this. Like when I'm peeling it open, the magnet is not like a super strong magnet, but it is a decent magnet, and I feel like I'm going to just like rip this packaging when I'm trying to open it. There is not a mirror in here, which honestly I never use the mirrors that are in palettes anyways, unless I'm like in the car doing my makeup, and if I'm doing something like that, I'm usually doing a super simple look anyway, so I probably wouldn't grab this. But the packaging's really cute. I just don't really like this. I wish they would have just done a flat top with maybe just this designing in it instead of being able to pull it up and actually physically bend the front. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people aren't gonna like that either. But that's with the packaging. Other than that, it's like the typical Lorac hard cardboard packaging. I don't have any issues with it, and it's the type that you can actually like wipe clean. I don't know, I don't mind this at all. The colors on the inside's fine. I do like that they put the name right here again, especially like when you're holding it up, you can actually see it and read it. The colors on the names are gold. They're kind of hard to read at certain angles, but I mean, I don't really mind that at all. Now the formula of these is 100% similar to the Unzipped palettes. Let me grab one. Okay, so this is one of the Unzipped palettes, and it's got the same number of shadows. It's got 10 shadows, same as the Ocean Sunset palette, and the formula is the exact same. You can literally expect the exact same formula out of this one as you do out of the Unzipped, which I love the Lorac formula, and I have no issues with these whatsoever. I will have to say that the Unzipped palette has a lot more fallout than the Ocean Sunset palette does. This one, I didn't get any fallout under my eye area. I didn't have to wipe anything away. I did tap off my brush before I put them on my eyes, so that might have, you know, saved me some of the fallout on my face, but I've done that with this one as well, with the Unzipped palette. I've knocked off my brush and I still had tons of fallout under my eye, but honestly, I didn't have that at all with this. I looked really super close too to see if I had anything extra before I put on my face makeup, and there was nothing on there, so I did appreciate that. I'm looking at the ounces. So for the Lorac Unzipped, the original Unzipped palette, there is 0.39 ounces total in the palette, and this is the same with the Ocean Sunset, 0.39 ounces, and I would say that that is fair because I believe that these are the same price. These are the colors here. So the color names are Mother of Pearl, Saltwater, Ocean Floor, Horizon, Sea Urchin, Bedrock, Sundown, Sandbar, High Tide, and Stingray. I used all but 3 colors on my eye look today. I really wanted to get a good sense of how these felt and how they blended and how they, you know, set on my eyes. And I'm gonna also film later in the day and show you how they wore. I am wearing a Lorac Behind the Seams primer on my eyes before I put the palette on, just to see how it would work. I did put it on both eyes. Now that I'm thinking back, I probably should have kept it off one eye, but that's okay. I'm actually gonna be going for a bike ride with my son, and it's gonna be sweaty and hot, so I'm really curious to see how this wears on my eyes, because this wears amazingly. This literally will not fall off my eyes all day. So I'm hoping that this is the same, since the formula seemed to be so similar. It's the creamy formula. The shimmery shade of Saltwater, this one right here, the greenish tinted one. This one, I knew just looking at it I would have to use some MAC Fix Plus, which I did. I tried it on my eyes without any, just to see how it would go, and I feel like that's a similar trend of the Lorac shimmery colors, because I tend to have to use the MAC Fix Plus on the shimmery colors of the Lorac brand more often than some of the other brands, which honestly I don't mind at all. It doesn't make any difference for me. I do like the intense shimmery look, so if you're not into that, maybe try them without the MAC Fix Plus. But if you're into more of like showing the shimmer when, you know, you're putting a shimmer shadow on, I would say definitely use it, because it's gonna help intensify the shade more. They're all super buttery and creamy. I did not have any issues with the actual touch of them or picking up any on my brush. Like I said, there was actually less fallout in this palette than there was in my Unzipped palette, which I really appreciate, because then I don't feel like I'm, you know, tapping off a bunch of excess and wasting some of my money basically on the shadows. I actually think that the range in here, when I first purchased it, I was really excited, and then I looked at it today to get my eye look, you know, figure out what I want to do. And I looked at it and I was kind of uninspired. I don't know why. I was like, I don't really know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to do a purpley or blue. I did know that I wanted to use the Saltwater color on my lid for my shimmer shade. So I was a little uninspired, and then when I started going into it, it just reminded me how much I love Lorac shadows and how beautifully these blend. These blended amazing, just like their other shadows. They're super pigmented. Obviously it depends on your skin color and eye color. The orange one of Horizon right here that I used for my transition shade, it obviously is not going to show up as well on me as it's going to show up on somebody with super pale skin, because, you know, that's going to be something that's skin tone based. But I did use it for my transition shade today, and honestly, I thought it looked great. I thought it blended well. I blended other colors on top of it, like I did Bedrock on top of it, and I also did Sea Urchin on top of that, and they all blended so beautifully together. I had no issues with blending with this palette, and they were all very pigmented and creamy, which I appreciate every time I grab my Lorac palettes, which is honestly why I travel with these palettes more often than any other palette, and I bring them with me. I did drop this twice. Actually, once inside of the box that it came in, which is this box here. So I dropped it while it was in the box. Oh, which by the way, when you buy this, you also get another behind the scenes primer. So I just left that in the box because I have like 6 of them. So I dropped it in the box and nothing, no shadows broke, obviously. And then while I was using it, the other day, I was using it and I dropped it open like this and it kind of fell on the corner, and still it's perfect. So I was very, very happy about that it kind of passed the drop test, which, I mean, obviously I'm not going to try to drop my stuff on purpose, but it did pass the drop test, which I can appreciate and love, because it would drive me crazy if I dropped this and it just broke. So there's that. check-in number one, or I guess my check-in for this eye look from Lorac. I was, how many hours? It's been like 5 hours probably I've had this look on for. We went to the park, we went bike riding, it started raining a little bit, so there's that. My eyes always are itchy, so obviously I've been doing one of these numbers where I'm like rubbing it. I haven't noticed any crazy, like, you know, rubbing off in any certain spots, anything like that. I did get a little bit of the sparkles from the shimmer shadow down here, but it was not significant enough for me to actually care, you know? A lot of the times my ColourPop shadows will be like all over the bottom of my eye, and I hate that. I mean, they're super quick to apply, but it drives me crazy when I have shimmer all over the bottom of my eyes. So this shadow is definitely better than those, and actually a lot better than a lot of my other shimmer shades that I have. But anyways, so I just wanted to say that so far in this wear test, these colors, even like my under eye where I really rub a lot, where I put that blue shade, It's really been looking good. So obviously I haven't touched up any of my makeup. I do have some different lipstick on just because we were eating some lunch together, me and my son. So yeah, but that is my check-in for the day, and I will check in before I take my makeup off tonight. Like I said, this is like 5 hours later than when I put my makeup on this morning. So yeah, I think it's doing really super well. I'm really pleasantly and, you know, happily pleased with this look still. I think it's really doing well. So yeah. Hey guys, so I'm just gonna do my final check-in right now. It is 20:42, so 8:42, almost 9 o'clock at night. I have been in this eyeshadow for like 9 hours now. It was pretty much like noonish when I put my eye makeup on, and so far I think it's done a really good job. I'm actually gonna take my makeup off for the night now, but I really think that this eye look lasted really well. Lorac has some great shadows and great colors and stuff like that, so yeah, I think you should definitely check out this palette. And yeah, this will be my last check-in of the night. I'm getting tired. Like I said, I know I'm like 80 years old and I go to bed at 9 o'clock at night, but if I don't sleep, I don't do well. So I'm gonna get this makeup off and go to bed, and then have a fun day again tomorrow with my family because we all have the day off. So looking forward to that. But yeah, I just wanted to check in one last time and show you guys how the makeup wore for the day, and I think it did a really, really good job. Like I said, it was raining today and stuff, and it held up through everything, so I think it did a good job. So that was all for my Lorac Ocean Sunset palette review. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial that I added in for you. And I'm highly thinking about grabbing the other sunset palettes. I believe there's a mountain and something else. Forest maybe? I don't know. But if you guys want me to purchase those and do another review on those ones as well, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will do that because I'm already thinking of buying them anyways because this one was so wonderful. So if you guys want that, then I'll definitely pick them up and do a review for you on those ones as well. Well, thank you guys so much for watching once again, and subscribe below if you haven't already, and ring the bell for more videos from me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love ya. Bye.